Karachi is the largest city of Pakistan and a hub of industrial activity. The coastal zone of Karachi is extended up to 135 kilometers. That is exposed to heavy pollution load of both domestic and industrial origin. Likewise, discharges of sewage and industrial effluent into aquatic and marine ecosystem is also on the rise. The organic load of sewage depletes oxygen levels in water and indirectly reduces the diversity of animals and plants life. Most of the coastal pollution is concentrated in Karachi harbor, where an estimated 90,000 tons of oil products from vessels and port terminals are dumped every year. Extremely high levels of toxic heavy metals such as mercury have been documented, especially in the coastal waters and sea near Karachi. These are likely to have both acute and chronic toxic impacts on human beings, marine biodiversity, and fish-eating birds. The impacts of these pollutants on commercial finfish and shrimp fisheries are unknown, but are likely to be significant. Rehri Creek is one of the neighborhoods of Bin Qasim Port and support a large community of fishermen. It stretches to 21.7 kilometers in the southeast of Karachi coast, Pakistan. Its microenvironment comprises of the coastal area of Bin Qasim district, which includes the Union Council of Rehri Goth Ibrahim Hydri, besides the two settlements of Chashmagoth and Layat Busti. We are here at Ibrahim Hydri Creek area. You see here all the industrial wastes and cattle colony wastes and domestic wastes that all dump up into seawater, and that is the major source of pollution. Like marine pollution, and these industrial waste, cattle waste, and domestic waste are untreated wastes are mixed in sea that creates major source of pollution. And we are requesting the government and other authorities to take some steps for implantation of water treatment plant here. The word itself denotes something fundamental to life, without which the spur of existence cannot be imagined. It was there in some form when the universe was taking shape and the earth broke out from the sun at a time where even the most alive of human imagination cannot go. Now, when the 21st century modern world is hurtling ahead, water is one among those basic things of life which is getting affected, and the situation is alarming. It is a well-known fact that clean water is absolutely essential for healthy living. Adequate supply of fresh and clean drinking water is a basic need for all human beings on the earth, yet it has been observed that millions of people worldwide are deprived of this. Fresh water resources all over the world are threatened not only by overexploitation and poor management, but also by ecological degradation. The main source of freshwater pollution can be attributed to discharge of untreated waste, dumping of industrial effluent, and runoff from agricultural fields. Industrial growth, urbanization, and the increasing use of synthetic organic substances have serious and adverse impacts on freshwater bodies. It is a generally accepted fact that the developed countries suffer from problems of chemical discharge into the water sources, mainly groundwater, while developing countries face problems of agricultural runoff and water sources. Polluted water, like chemicals in drinking water, causes problem to health and leads to waterborne diseases, which can be prevented by taking measures, can be taken even at the household level. Contamination of groundwater. Groundwater can be contaminated through various sources, and some of these are mentioned below. Pesticides, sewage nutrients, synthetic organics, acidification, fluoride, arsenic, lead pipes, petrochemicals, chlorinated solvents, metal and plastic effluents, fabric cleaning, electronic and aircraft manufacturing are often discharged and contaminate groundwater. Because of its essentiality, water is the most common vehicle carrying diseases. Waterborne diseases are of a wide spectrum and are predominantly manifested in the gastrointestinal tract, as it is the part of the body that is in direct contact with the ingested contaminated water. Mostly manifested as acute watery diarrhea, dysentery and persistent diarrhea, typhoid, cholera, jaundice by hepatitis A, and E viruses. Diarrheal diseases account for about 3 million deaths throughout the world, such as hygienic storage of water and food, hand washing, chlorination, and boiling of water. In many areas all around the world, the groundwater has been polluted by a number of pollutants, like chemical, lead deposit, and other heavy metals, which can have dire effects on the health. The pollutants that seep into the groundwater may change the acidity, conductivity, and temperature. The introduction of high level of metals such as mercury can cause diseases, like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, that attack the central nervous system. Water pollution is caused by chemical runoff from the agricultural fields and industry. Chemicals such as pesticides, weedicides, industrial chemicals either run off with the rainwater or are introduced into freshwater sources due to lack of water management system and strict rules. In order to save money, many industries bypass the rules and regulation made to handle industrial waste, and the government are not well managed or in position to penalize the offenders. Untreated human waste also gets mixed with the freshwater source due to unmanaged discharge points or unmaintained sewage pipes running close to the water pipes. Water pollution is caused by chemical runoff from the agricultural fields and industry. Chemicals such as pesticides, weedicides, industrial chemicals either run off with the rainwater or are introduced into freshwater sources due to lack of water management system and strict rules. In order to save money, many industries bypass the rules and regulation made to handle industrial waste, and the government are not well managed or in position to penalize the offenders. Untreated human waste also gets mixed with the freshwater source due to unmanaged discharge points or unmaintained sewage pipes running close to the water pipes. Such toxic material travels up the food chain and affects human through the fish and meat that we eat. Contaminated water causes the food source and plant life to be destroyed. This inversely affects the climatic and environmental properties required for human survival. The increased water temperature caused severe changes in the climatic conditions all around the world, resulting in drought and increased percentage of cyclones and hurricanes. One of the biggest threats for the developing countries is the disease caused by polluted water, cholera caused by drinking water, to malaria, where mosquitoes breed unpolluted stagnant water. Regular intake of polluted water may cause sclerosis, skin lesions, and problems in blood circulation, mineral deposits in bones, certain cancers, and disease of the nervous system. Diseases caused by water pollution are the major cause of human death across the world. Over the years, many types of chemicals have gotten into our waterways, and they continue to do so today. Chemical water pollution typically occurs because the chemicals were dumped into the water intentionally. The chemicals seeped into groundwater, streams, or rivers because of failing pipes or storage tanks. The chemicals catastrophically contaminated waterways. Because of industrial accidents, the pollution settled out of polluted air, or was precipitated out of polluted air, or chemicals were leached out of contaminated soil. Rehri Creek is the heavily polluted area of Karachi coast, where the effluents from Karachi, Lanhi, Karachi Export Processing Zone, Bain Qasim Industrial Area and Pakistan Steel Mill are directly discharged into the sea. In addition to these, the untreated wastewater from metropolis of Karachi and domestic effluents are from smaller coastal settlements is also released into the coastal water. The consequent contamination of fisheries and other fauna poses serious and potential health hazards. The creek's area is dominated by mangroves that serve as a spawning and nursery ground for a number of commercially important marine fauna. The toxic pollutants from the Rehri Creek area reach to the mangrove areas. In addition, pollution from domestic, industrial effluents and cattle colony waste causes eutrophication and increases biomass in the form of algal bloom, which affects not only economically important marine fauna, but also affects mangrove seedlings. These algal blooms grow profusely and inhibit the growth of mangrove seedlings. That results in mortality of mangroves on a large scale.